Well, when you look at the economic actions he's taken on the economy since he came into office, from tariffs and even turmoil there, his economic policies are crushing expectations. Inflation is pretty well dead. I mean, I think you can agree there. It's just dead in spite of all the doomsday predictions of massive inflation returning. You've got, aside from the turmoil going on in the Middle East right now, gas prices pre this recent with Israel and Iran, but gas prices were down 25%. So you've seen that come down. Eggs, obviously, very affordable now. Groceries, much more affordable. It's not perfect, but look what he's done in just these few short months. And then the jobs report, when you look at the jobs report under President Biden, you saw this massive increase in jobs in the government sectors. Now you're seeing jobs created in the private sector.
Yeah.
For the last 3 months, first of all, he's beat expectations on jobs, but they're occurring in the private sector, the majority of them. And that is so important. And I think that the media just really hasn't reported on how important the private sector growth is.
Well, the media will not report on that. They were so happy shouting big jobs growth and then hiding the fact that most of it were federal and state employees. But that's not true this time. It's being fixed. And you work in the small business capital formation arena, and there's another thing going on, that two things actually. One is there's the animal spirits part of economic growth, and there's the feeling people get when the wind's behind their back a little bit and trying to get things done, which is completely opposite of what they experienced in the Biden administration, where you felt like everywhere you turned there was a regulation or a tax or something that was trying to hold you back from creating a good business or building a better business. And those winds have shifted. And then the other thing I think is there's an awful lot going on that's not in the headlines right now. Trump's created so much turmoil in different areas. They can't report on everything and what's happening, for example, with energy, with Chris Wright at Energy and Doug Bergen in Interior. And, oh gosh, I never remember his name. The guy ran for governor in New York and now heads up the EPA. He's doing a fabulous job. So you got
Lee
three of these.
Zeldin. Lee
Yeah,
Zeldin.
exactly. And he's fantastic. And they're doing tremendous things on energy and rolling back regulation and pushing forms of energy which actually work as opposed to wind and solar. And so there's a whole lot of job creation and businesses being formed that are in productive sectors. I think over time that really creates a robust economy. And